To help explain the value of learning record store and xAPI and how that works, I guess I'll tell you a story from years ago where we're doing some work with a government agency and we needed to be audited from a project planning and project management point of view. So I was able to show documents, scope, sign off timelines, and managing client communication, and have the laptop and be able to show, okay, here's the demonstration of these things, how do we manage these things, and how do we communicate timelines, and we can demonstrate that. We passed the audit. The auditor was also an RTO, so that I was eligible for a diploma in project management. So I got a diploma in project management for going through that audit and then paying that RTO. Now I guess the same principle applies, but from a learning record store point of view, I wouldn't need to have the evidence. We could have the RTO looking at the information, looking at the emails, identifying keywords and triggers, looking at resources, seeing the project plans and project schedules and the documentation and sign off emails or resources or videos, and then they can track all that information using a learning record store and putting statements, xAPI statements on certain resources, so then there'd be no need to show anything. That the RTO could look at my learning path and journey and then validate whether I've met the requirements for that RTO qualification and diploma in project management. So it's just the same thing happened years ago, but it was a paper-based version, but using a learning record store and tracking that big data. We can apply that now. So I guess if we think in the future, in the very near future, that's going to flip around what higher education and RTOs can do in terms of qualifications, certificates, diplomas and degrees with the power of learning record store. I guess it touches on micro credentials too, which I'm going to run ahead of time to be able to talk through that today. Hopefully that's helpful though.